everybody, this is Christy from kitty_plants on Instagram. I do memory planning in my A5 wide planner and Sadie stickers inserts. And for this week, this is my very special week where we're going to Paris. So I'm using this Weekend in Paris kit from Harriet Wright Designs. This is a very old kit of hers, well, or from last year. So yeah, I didn't have any other Paris kits, so I just wanted to use this one so it doesn't go to waste. So yeah, it's such a bucket list item for me, and I'd like to share it here on my plan with me. All right, so for the date headers this week, I will be putting down the lovely uh, washi, torn washi. Then on top of it, the floral washi as well. That's an add-on to the kit. And then on top of the floral washi, I'll be putting down like the days of the week from Panda Bird Design. And that makes up my date headers. Yeah. All right, so for the month header, I used the script from the Glitter Mama. And yeah, I've been wanting to do this Paris trip for such a long time now. I've always been telling my husband, let's go to Paris, let's go to Paris. It's just something I really wanted to do. And finally, yep, I booked us our trip to Paris. Yeah, right before the Paris Olympics. So I'm using the stickers. Those black ink stickers are from Sadie Stickers, one of her journaling kits. Not journaling kits, journaling $2 Tuesdays. And I just love how it looks like the black ink. It's just so classic when it comes to a Paris sticker or kit. And I just love mixing it in with this kit from Harriet Wright Designs. And then I didn't put a lot of stickers down because I needed this space, especially the second half of the week. So it's just going to be not too much deco and more of the stuff that we did, which was so much fun. I went with my husband and my daughter, and yeah, it was just a trip of a lifetime. I just love Paris. It was such a beautiful city, even if it gets a bad rep. But yeah, what else happened? So yeah, I'm just putting down the rest of the base, and then I'll talk to you in the day today. All right, so I am going to Paris this week, but and then my cousin comes over and texts me, "Do you want to go to Banff?" I'm like, "Really, Banff?" Because she really wanted to see Banff, and then we'd go with the other cousins of mine. So I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So I was looking for like airfare and also the resort before we're staying, and yep, I booked it. I booked the hotel and our airfare, and the airfare was very cheap with WestJet going to Calgary. So yeah, another trip I know in the summertime. So there's a lot of trips this summer. I just love this summer. You just went to so many places, and yeah, that's why. Um, that's what we did. I'm still in. I'm still going to my Paris trip, and I already have one other booked for Banff. Okay, so next up, I was just putting down that really humongous floral because I didn't have much going on today. I just put in more packing that I had to do because we were going to leave on Wednesday. And yeah, so just gotta get everything ready because I'm packing for 3 people. So I'm putting down those cute flowers. Those are from City Stickers. It's just the pop of foil, just that really cute pop of foil that I liked. And then I'm putting down more of the deco from the kit. And I think we went to Jollibee to get dinner, and also we bought some snacks for the plane because the plane we're riding, of course, didn't have like any food. It's a budget airline, so or hybrid budget airline. So yeah, there's not gonna be any snacks or food there. So we bought some food from Jollibee, which we're gonna take the next day, and then I did some checking in of our flight, and of course our final packing, my final packing of all everything um, that we needed. And I had a lot of extra space for any shopping that I would be doing. My husband was just like, "Oh gosh, we have so much luggage," but he didn't know I was going to bring home some other stuff. All right, so our trip began on July 3rd. Yes, so that night we weren't going to watch any of the fireworks this time, so we were going to fly tonight or that afternoon into Iceland first. So our that's why it's a budget hybrid kind. So it's a cheaper kind of airline because we had to stop over at Keflavik, Iceland. Yeah, we dropped over at Iceland, but just the airport, and we just spent like an hour there. Like the we were just rushing because it was just time to just go to the bathroom, and that was it. We had to go ride the other plane in going to Paris. So yeah, that was a very hectic layover, but yeah, that was how we got into Iceland. And then now we got in. Finally, we arrived at Paris. So, yeah, we landed in Paris. We are in Paris now, and we didn't have to go through customs because we already did the customs in where was this? In Iceland. So, yeah, since it's part of like the Schengen thing, so you didn't have to go through customs again in Paris. All right, so we got out of Paris through. I took an Uber. We took an Uber. So there's so much research that I did, but I was checking the prices, and the prices are like the same as the taxi that you can take outside. So I'm like, okay, let's just take the Uber. And then once we got to our hotel, it was the hotel we went into is near or right in front of Tuileries Garden. It's called Hotel Prede. Oh no, I'm gonna be butchering some of this French words because yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce them. And then the first place we go to for lunch was Sapporo Ramen. My husband wanted to get some ramen, some soup. I don't know why. That's what he chose. The first thing we did, and then we went to walk because we were very near. Our hotel is very near the Louvre, the Tuileries. So that's where we went to. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, yeah. Paris is just so beautiful, and the place we stayed in was very close to all the lovely places. And after that, we rode the metro to go to Arc de Triomphe. Yeah, such an amazing building as well. And then we went through the Champs Elysees, I don't know how to pronounce that, or the shopping district that they have, that long street. And then finally, we went back to our hotel area and ate our first dinner of escargot and steak and frites. Yeah, at Le Royal. The escargot is really good, and my daughter was also able to eat it. I'm like, wow, really? That's good. So that was a very fantastic first day. All right, the next day we went over to Galeries Lafayette. So it's a shopping mall, a very beautiful shopping mall at that. When you go look up the ceiling, it's so beautiful. It was our stopover first, because we were gonna go to the Palais Garnier Opera, so the opera house that they have. I booked like a tour, like just a self tour of the opera, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful inside. I guess I'm going to be saying beautiful, gorgeous the whole time because yes, it's such an amazing place. I don't know if I'll be putting some videos at the end, but we'll see. And then after that, we went to their Monoprix, which is something of their supermarkets, because I think we needed some drinks, some food, maybe some snacks. And then after that, we had some late lunch at this Happy Cafe. We had some crepes or crepes. And then guess what? We got to Starbucks. Of all the coffee places to go to, I don't know. My husband just loves his Starbucks. So that's where we went to. And this was the time that we were going to tour the Louvre as well, the Louvre Museum, which is so humongous. And yeah, we got to see Mona Lisa and what else? The very beautiful apartments of Napoleon. And yeah, there's so much to see. And it was so very hot inside there. They're not a fan of air conditioning, so it's very hot inside. But it was still such a lovely place to go to. And then after that, we just went to the Tuileries with my daughter, just walking around it, and she just loved the Tuileries garden. And I think we were also taking pictures at night with of the Louvre, and yeah, it was just such a magical night. And then the first thing I did on Saturday morning was line up for Poland bags, the cheaper bags that they have, but really very pretty. I just love their bags, so I was there very early. And then after the Poland bags, I dropped by this Japanese bakery. There's so many like Asian stores or Asian restaurants and bakeries in that area where the Poland bags were, and I got some at the Aki Bakery. And then we also went to Gallery Lafayette again for some shopping. My husband bought some really gorgeous shoes by Dolce and Gabbana. It's just so cute. But yeah. And then today was our time to go to Eiffel Tower, because Eiffel Tower is a bit far from where we were staying, but it's all good because we were able to see it up close. And it's and the sparkling at like when it gets to like dusk or nighttime, it starts to sparkle, and it's just such an amazing sight. And to finally see Eiffel Tower, and then of course we were there before the Paris Olympics, so the rings were already on the tower. And yeah, and we went up the tower. There were no other people there anymore. There's not a long line anymore because we were there around 11:30, I believe. So yeah, such a great night again. Another perfect day for me. I was just loving my time in Paris. husband was already so very tired from all the walking, but I just loved it. All right, so we had a late day this time, so he was able to rest. And then we had some lunch at Cafe Concord, which was in the Louvre, like one of the entrances to the Louvre. We ate there, and then the next tour we took was, of course, to Saint Chapelle tour. Beautiful church, but it's like I come from the Philippines where they also have some old churches with stained glass windows, and this was, yeah, it's beautiful, but it's like something I've already seen before. After that, we went to Jardin de Luxembourg, another gorgeous garden where my daughter was able to play with the boats. And yeah, it's just everything's just so lovely there. I don't know. It's just a once in a lifetime trip that is just so amazing for me. Some other people find it overrated, but I just loved it. I want to go back. It's the city that I will plan to go back to. We also walked to Pantheon, and then we went to City Pharma. This is where we buy all the skincare at cheap prices. And then, of course, the famous Café de Fleurs. And that is how we ended this Paris, like, first half of the trip. I still have, like maybe 2 more days of our trip. Yeah, it's just short and sweet, but yeah, such a lovely place. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Just thinking about it, reminiscing is just, I want to go back. Yeah. And I think this is the leftovers from the kit. And I shall show you how it all looks like with that wiggle. Yep. And I will tell you the rest of the trip in the next Plan With Me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Watch out for some videos. Bye.
21 degrees and sunny, just the way I always wanted. 더 바랄 것도 없어. 지금 이대로면 좋아. 따스한 햇볕이 가득 담은 Sand River. The bluebirds peacefully sing along that I love you. Oh, 그대여 나와 이 거리를 걸어요. Paris with you. 난 그저 잔디밭에 누워 있어도 좋아요. 반짝이는 저기 아이폰